Where shadows move and questions remain unanswered. Tonight, we step beyond the veil. Welcome to Journey through the EGH Talk Show, where the paranormal meets the unexplained and the truth is never far away. From ghostly encounters to UFO sightings to the mysteries that keep us awake at night. You're not just watching, you're part of the investigation. So dim the lights, open your mind, and prepare to question everything you thought you knew. This is your journey into the unknown.
I don't quite know what button to press at that point, but I think I pressed the right button because it got us in. There's a bit of a carnage bit there, but I got to the right button at the right end. I didn't know what to press. Good evening, everybody. I hope everybody is doing well. Welcome to the chat, everybody. Welcome, one and all, wherever you are watching, wherever you are. It is the 2nd of July. We're over halfway there. We are over halfway there to the Christmas.
Don't say
I can't believe I'm saying that. In 40 degrees of heat next week, it's nearly at Christmas. We're over the halfway line. We are there. Whatever you are choosing, we are there.
Better be choosing my present.
Yeah, well, to be fair, you are one of the presents that you have to think about. You are one of the presents that I do think about. The rest are easy. You're not so easy. So, how is everybody doing? I don't know where we're live, if we're live. I think we're live on all platforms. So let us know where you are listening in and tuning in from. We have got loads of people over on TikTok watching. Good evening, TikTok world. We don't see that. You don't see the comments, but I see the comments. So I say hello to everybody over there. Haven't seen you in ages. We're here. Loopy Lou. We've got Tilly Boo as well. Hello, everybody. Welcome over on TikTok world. We've got Tina watching. We've got Lisa watching. We've got Marianne watching as well. Welcome, everybody, to UFO Day. World UFO Day it is. And what would I be without my wonderful team with me tonight? Mr. Paranormal T, Mr. Paranormal Paul. I can't get my words out. Welcome, one and all. How are we this week?
Not too bad, mate. Not too bad. How about you?
Yeah, we're not too bad. It's been a bit of a week. But you know what? With the realm I working, let's just say feral is very much, I think the heat makes people go crazy. Yeah, I really, really do. Mr. Psychic Psy, how are we doing?
Yeah, all good. Bit of a hectic week though, as you know.
Yeah.
As you know.
But we won't go into that, will we?
No,
It's because we've buried that hatchet, and hopefully everything is on the mend going forward. You know, and we'll just keep that one in the bank. We have had probably 2 weeks of really extreme weather. Well, let's just say what they are calling extreme weather.
Hold the bus. Hold the bus. Hold the bus.
Here we go.
Do you want my rant?
Yes.
Right, 'cause
Here we go.
Right.
Sit back and
I'm
enjoy.
going to take you back. Now, I'm a little bit older than probably most of these people on here, right? But in 1976, right, we had a heat wave that lasted from May until September, right? May until September. It was constantly for 16 days. It was over 30 degrees. It was, I think, the recorded it at 96.6 at Cheltenham, right? We actually appointed a drought minister, and that was Dennis Howe. What more can I say? We didn't have sun cream because you only went, really, in those days, this country, you wouldn't have sun cream. The only time you go sun cream is when you went abroad. Right? We were playing football. So come on. We talk about heat waves and we talk about global warming, right? 1976 to 2026 is 50 years. If we're going to get it every 50 years, oh, what a reoccurrence. Wow. So stop scaremongering.
Yeah, and just use a bit of model, innit? A bit of common sense.
Yeah, and not only that, if they knew about this in 1976 and all the drought and all the reservoirs drying up, why is it still happening in 2026? That's my rant for the week, all right? My rant.
Well, you've definitely had your rant. And for this time, I think I have to concur with you. Obviously, I wasn't a part of 1976, but we do, there was videos of, the one that intrigued me the most was the video of the weathermen, the 2 separate weathermen.
Gonna be another glorious day.
Yeah, another glorious day. Go out there, enjoy yourselves.
It was
76, and in 2026, it was please stay inside. Don't overdo yourselves.
Yeah,
Don't
put the heating on.
Yeah. Paul, I'm not we don't have to appoint a health minister here to say, Paul, don't put your heating on. I think Simon used the word, a bit of common sense, Paul.
No, I didn't put the heating on. It just come on. The boiler's gone.
Well, Paul, we need to get it fixed before next week, mate, because
I know.
Apparently we're going to have,
we're all going to die again.
Loopy Lou on TikTok says, get your side, but it's still frigging hot.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's still freaking hot. Yeah, but we're not going to stop that. And if our climate's changing, let's, do what they do in Spain. Let's put some aircon in the house and let's.
Oh, no, they don't want you to do that.
No, they're going to try and stop aircon, aren't they?
Yeah. They've already made a couple of people take it out of their house.
And it's stupid. Why?
Well, it's CO2, isn't it? Global warming, Si. Come on.
Yeah, right.
I think that is absolutely ridiculous.
Of course it is.
But are we not going down a very, very dodgy path? Are we not going down a really iffy pathway here?
Don't put your heating on in the winter because you use up too much energy. Don't put the aircon on in the summer. You can have 20 fans running. Don't matter about what electricity that uses. You just don't use your aircon.
Yeah.
Hello, Bew. Welcome to the show. No, it's what I think we're going down a very, very dodgy pathway here. Once again, we are. What's the word I'm looking for here? We are manipulating. We are manipulating the younger generation here, because what happened within this 3 days of extreme weather, and yes, it was extreme. Don't get me wrong. It's nothing,
Yeah.
that, you know, but we go abroad. They have that abroad. Nothing goes wrong. You know, we talk about people moaning about don't take your dogs for a walk and all that. But what about the dogs in abroad? What about dogs abroad? What about that? I get it. I do get it.
Well,
You know,
they've worked it out, haven't they? They've worked it out that let's go and have our rest when it's the hottest part of the day. Now, come on. That's what you call common sense. Let's go and have our siesta in your hottest part of the day, and then we'll come out and work later. Could you imagine that here? It's not going to happen.
But don't you just feel, though? Don't you just feel that this is pre-programming at its best? Because it's what they're doing. Look at all the schools that are shutting because of the heat.
Even
now,
the ones that aircon.
Them children are now being pre-programmed to accept that when it gets above 35 degrees of heat, they will not have to work.
Yeah, but you do still have to work.
But it's not pre-programming. These children are going to, if this keeps happening, these children are going to believe that anything over 35 degrees of heat or whatever it is, when they call it extreme weather, they are going to believe that they didn't have to work in school. They were allowed to go home. Now they're going to be, well, we can't be in an office at 35 degrees. What are we going on about? I can't be on the train at that, this is what it's doing. It's pre-programming. It's pre-programming.
And if you're playing football and Hackney Marshes, you get a break. You get a half-time hydration break of 23 minutes, dear. How ain't going to happen, is it? It's not going to happen.
Well, but that's very American, There was a great interview with Fox, the owner of Fox News, and the adverts within that 3-minute hydration break has made billions of pounds. It was, what was it yesterday in one of the stadiums? 16 degrees.
Yeah, it was
16 degrees, and they still had a hydration break. But you know what? That's neither here than there. But no, welcome everybody to the show. That's Simon's rant of the week over. Please just remember, guys, if you are watching the show, let us know where you're watching. Let us know where you are watching from, how you are watching it. If you do miss the show, please just remember we are on Spotify, guys. You can re-listen to all our shows. I know team member Tina has been listening to the shows in her car back from I think it was Canonical as she was working today. She's left us a few comments as well regarding Cannock Chase, so we will revisit that at some point as well. Evening Mickey as well, he's in the chat. But no, it is World UFO Day. Okay, today has been named World UFO Day. So where else? What better would we want to be talking about on a journey through the EGH talk show? Where else would we want to go other than this? I know people would probably want to believe we were going to be talking about Eastbury Manor, but that's going to be next week. Okay. We are going to be, we're going to talk about Eastbury and all that, what went on last week's event next week. Okay. So we are going to crack on with it. We're going to talk about maybe what UFOs we've seen, if we've seen anomalies in the sky, if we've seen things in the tree lines. I think, Simon, something that's, popped into my head earlier on. I don't know if it was you or I don't know if it was Nan that saw something over Severn Drive in Upminster years ago in the woods. Was it you?
It was Nan and Mum. They saw something, and then me and my friend Tony saw something in the same woods. And I used to see quite a few in the sky when I was at school at Hallmead.
Okay, well, we'll go down this sort of interesting chat. Okay, let's start there then, because that's going to be probably where the earliest memory for you begins when it becomes to any sort of UFO sighting.
Yeah.
So break that down for us, Si. Let's go into that. What sort of did you see and what did you witness?
It's me and my friend called his name was Kim Hart. We were actually sitting by the school window, looking out and pissing about generally just to get out of work. And it was probably in the time of about 1975, 76, and the same as that heat wave. And obviously, there weren't that many planes in the sky. And we were sitting there, and we saw like two objects just fly across. So first of all, you're thinking helicopters, but then they zipped, came back, zipped again. And the teacher actually come in and said, "What are you two mucking about at? What are you two looking at?" And he looked out the window and saw it briefly for probably about another 10 seconds. It probably lasted no more than a minute, but there was two objects like zigzagging. And that's my first recollection of seeing something in the sky.
And did at that time, how did that make you feel at that time? Did you?
I probably was scared. I probably was scared because I'm thinking, what the hell was that? You know, it wasn't mainstream. There weren't much of telly apart from Doctor Who, and I must admit I was scared of the Daleks.
I was as a kid. I
was scared of the Daleks. So that sort of thing really sort of thought, boom. But then as you grew older, if you saw something, you tended not to say because of the ridicule that will come with it. And I think it still goes on today. I think if we took the ridicule out of it, where people are seeing things and they go, "Oh, you're a nutter, you haven't seen that," I think we'd have a lot more recorded sightings, 100%.
But do you feel that ridicule is a little bit less nowadays, though?
No, I don't think it is. I think I've learnt to live with the ridicule. I think I've gone with a set of people that gel with that, with being able to talk about it. If you went into a pub, there'd probably be about 6 or 7 people that talk about it. The other 30 wouldn't care. And again, we'll say, "Oh, yeah, all right, yeah, all right." It's still, I don't think it's got much better. No.
So I think it's a little bit more open now.
Yeah, I think so. It's a lot more tolerated than what it used to be.
Yeah, but I still think there's a stigma with it.
Yeah. But I think that will always come with the paranormal. I don't think it's necessarily just, ufology and things like that. I do generally think, everything that...
The crazy thing is, I think that people believe more in ghosts, right, than they do UFOs. Now, I feel that should really be the other way around, because you think of all the planets out there, and why are we going to be the only one with life on us? We're not. Simple as, we're not.
I agree.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I totally agree. Please, guys, if you've got any questions that you want to ask, if you've had any experiences that you're willing to talk about, please pop them in the chat. We'll talk about it, what you've seen. We've got Dave in Southend. I'm hoping that's Dave Hobbs that is joining in the chat there, that runs a great little, I don't know what you'd call it, a little group. Okay, they meet at the beginning of every month at the Balmoral Centre in Southend. Head over to is Essex UFO and Paranormal group on Facebook to get all your information there. It's a fantastic little collective. They do some great talks at the beginning of every month, the first Friday of every month. I do believe that it is about Tartaria tomorrow, or Tartarian. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I may be wrong. If I'm wrong, David, if that is you, pop it in the chat for me. And yeah, just make sure you just go over to that group, the Essex UFO Paranormal group, okay, over on Facebook, and it gives you all the details there. And honestly, guys, if Friday night, it is a great evening for anybody. Let's have a look. We've got a question coming. I think the stigma is definitely dying. It's a lot more open now. There is a lot of pushback from the religious communities recently, calling UFOs demons.
Yeah.
I can see that, because I think let's loosely put it, in my opinion. Okay, the Bible. we speak of, I know we've got Mickey in the chat here as well, that and if he's still here. So, please correct me if I sort of go down sort of a tangent here. But we speak about going back in ancient times, a real ancient times of where we see dragons in the sky, burning up the sky, fireballs of like bursting through the clouds. Now, to me, dragons may existed. If they did, they did. But I also feel that some of these dragons that could be UFOs coming through the atmosphere as they burn up the sky, as they crash into into the landscape and things like that. Because,
or a comet.
Yeah, I'm not saying that dragons don't exist. Okay, that's not what I'm saying, because we can't prove this. We can't not prove this at all. But I do think the dragon side of thing is very much linked to the UFO side of things back in the ancient times.
Yeah, but when you look back though, like some of the prehistoric animals, quite close to dragons, some of them.
Yeah, I'm more talking about like the Hollywood fire breathing winged dragons.
Yeah.
Okay, fire breathing winged dragons, and I really do think, in my opinion, I think when we talk about the biblical sense of like the light sky, and I do think that there is extraterrestrials back in the day, and I think they did sort of we've got the hieroglyphics in some of the pyramids going along that sort of route.
But correct me if I'm wrong, the UFOs not mentioned in the Bible.
No, I think there is something,
or spacecraft or aliens. Mookie might be able to.
There is in one of them. Is it the Book of Revelations?
Yeah, I'm sure it's.
And I do think they. But we go back to sort of like the Nephilim, the land of the giants. Biblical sense of that. I believe that they talk about the land of the giants in the Bible, in the Book of Revelations as well. I say we've got a great bloke in the chat that is going to really he's either going to shoot us down and say you're absolute talking crap, or he's going to say he's going to make us really look good, and it's going to say absolutely spot on. He's still here anyway, still loving the show. That is David. So yeah, honestly, guys, get over there, join that group, and you can follow it. It was their way of explaining unknown things in the sky or waters. Good insight. UFOs are mentioned in Ezekiel. I hope I'm saying that wrong. Yes, there are talks in the Bible of things in the sky. So it's already
goes a long way back then.
Yeah,
this UFO day.
I do generally, but I don't think this is anything new.
No.
I generally don't think ufology is anything new, but I just feel
it does go a long way back, because we've said it many a time on the show, that they reckon that we're some kind of hybrid species anyway. Because out of every living thing that lives on the planet, we're the most incapable of surviving in the planet. We need clothes to survive the winter. We burn in the sun. We're pretty much the only living species on the planet that can't actually survive naked in an environment without help.
Or sunblock.
Or
that Ezekiel's will, a will within a will, a primary located in Ezekiel. I can't say that was at 1.15 to 21.
Yeah.
Is that chapter? Is it? I suppose that's chapter.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. No, I'm sort of with you, Paul. I'm with you, Paul. Here, I think this goes back. This predates anything that we could imagine, and we talk about why did we see them back then to why we don't see them now. Well, technology comes along for anybody. Technology is a thing for every living human or being. So back in the day, going back, what, 500 years, the technology of alien craft is going to be so different now than it was back then.
Well, maybe no, but if it's an alien craft, it might be exactly the same.
Yeah, but you would
To be
think,
honest.
their technology would evolve just like ours. There has to
But when
be.
it comes to space and time and space, and there's not that much in it. If you've got the ability to go from one place in the universe to another place in the universe, like what is it, the quantum leap type thing? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not. I don't think this craft that was there 500 years ago in our time, and it comes back again 500 years later. To us, it's 500 years, but to them, it could be a minute.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Get that. Oh.
Yeah, I get that. I do get that, but it doesn't matter if it quantum leaps at all. There is still a period of time between that and then.
Mm.
It has to evolve. It doesn't matter if you're a different type of species or non-species. We talk about obviously the reptilians living on this planet. They've evolved to be a part of us. If you're looking at it that way. David, he has. I used to run a circle, and dragons were regularly seen by all sitters.
Mm.
I think our brain changes whatever we want to see as something we can relate to.
Yeah.
I
Good
get
point.
that as well.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Good point.
A design of will was patented by NASA. I'm assuming that's Ezekiel's will. I'm assuming that's what that's related to. Yeah, I just think there's a lot to this. So we're never going to say it's only World UFO Day. I think if you've been thinking Blaze TV, if anyone's got obviously digital TV, look at Blaze TV. I think they've absolutely gone berserk today. There is a new program, I do believe, that is starting tonight as well on Blaze, where a lot of people that we know within the UK will be, of the likes of, I do think Gary Heseltine is amongst the interviewers. I do believe Robinson, what's his name? Not Mark Robinson, the Scottish. He's a part of it. There's been quite a few people that have been interviewed that we sort of know, so it'd be quite interesting to get sort of their intake on things as well. But yeah, the sightings that we see throughout and down the country, but then we do find them very similar. It's very hard because I don't quite know when I don't quite know. I suppose it's very hard to pinpoint my exact location or what I saw first. I can't think if it was the live Coal House Fault feed that we did along the Thames. I think yourself and Paul were at live.
Yeah.
I was actually back in here. I don't quite know if that predates. I think that's my first sort of. There's something like with capturing something. Yeah, that's probably my first encounter, and that was just a quick. We have caught that on camera. It's very flickery, but back in the day, yeah, we did catch something. Question.
We put it down to UFO, didn't we? But we was also thinking it could have been like an apparition as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you think of the warplanes that were flying over there at the time.
Yeah.
I think that moved very fast, didn't it?
It did move very fast.
Well, did it move or did it appear there and then appear there?
Yeah.
It was one of them, wasn't it? It sort of appeared, disappeared, and then
it was very interesting, because obviously somewhere off the point of Canvey there was a big plane crash, wasn't there? during the war.
Yeah, because we did look it up after, didn't we, to see if there was.
Yeah, there was. It's down there. Yes, it was.
It's on the sort of far point of
Yeah.
Canvey somewhere, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where there was a plane crash. So I sort of get that side of things. So yeah, but that was probably my earliest memory of. I think I'll say that. Paul, we've all had the chance to sort of do an early memory. So for yourself,
Myself, I was 17. So we're going back to 1995, 96. And I was in Tenerife. And it wasn't actually me who saw it, first of all, it was my dad. And I was quite surprised that was his first thing he'd said, that's a UFO. We were sitting by the pool around our villa. And he just sort of was looking up and he pointed up. I can't remember if I was in the pool or not, or near the pool. I was like, what's that? What is that? And it was high up. And the only way I can describe it, it looked like, it was like chrome, like a ball of chrome. Like Flight of the Navigator type looking.
Mm.
You know, remember the film?
Yeah.
absolutely.
And it was literally a couple of seconds we both clocked it. Well, he'd been on it longer, but by the time I'd found it, couple of seconds, and then it just shot off like the Flight of the Navigator, you know, it just goes, and it went. So all in all, it was about 2.5, 3 seconds I actually saw this thing for. But my dad actually saw it longer than I did. But that was my first time I ever see anything. But it was exciting more than anything. And none of us, and I know my dad really was, because he was like, that's my first ever UFO I've ever seen. And that straight away, that's what he went to, just a UFO. There was no question about it. It weren't none of this. What could that have been? What was that? It was just, no, that's a UFO. Nothing we got can move like that. Not back in, well, I mean, I'll say that, but could quite well have been. But that was our conclusion. That was 100% a UFO. It was high up. No bigger than if you sort of held a little marble up. That's how small it looked.
But you knew it was different, didn't you? You knew it
100%.
was.
Yeah. I mean, at first, I suppose you could have mistaken it for our like silvery chrome it was. I suppose you could have mistaken it for like a balloon and the sun reflecting off it or something like that, you know, like a foil balloon that you get on birthdays. But no, this thing was just dead still and then shot off. Incredible speed.
Hold on, I'm just writing a question down so I don't forget to ask later on, because we've got questions coming in. I'll do this one first. The 2024 Nimitz Ticto US case in saying CA is very compelling.
Yeah.
Right.
I've heard about that one.
This is the question that has been sent in by David. So let's answer it. I think I know where Simon's going to go with this one. So he's going to throw a curveball in there. So Simon, you can go first.
The best UFO incident I would always say is Rendlesham, and I think it still gives now. The Rendlesham incident gives now, but also Penrick in Wales is a good one, and I've been to both of them. And recently, I've just found this thing called the Belgian Wave. Have you ever heard of it?
The what? Sorry,
Belgian Wave.
Nope.
You need to look up. You need to do a bit of reading on it, because I tell you what, it was seen. It's two basically. I'll keep it as quick as I can. Perhaps we'll cover it in another show. But it was two policemen followed two lights, and I think it spanned from November 1989 to April 1990 of these sightings. And on a particular night, I think it was 116 individual witnesses. I think there were 16 police officers, and they actually followed some of these crafts. So I need to look a bit more into it. But that one took me, and Cannock Chase. Cannock Chase is another one I can't. But Rendlesham is the one I will always go back to. Always. So that's yeah.
You got great choice. All right, great choice. Very, very compelling. Great choice. Paul, I come to you because I don't know where you're going to go. I wouldn't even, I wouldn't even know where you would even start with yourself.
No, well, my favourite incident, I would probably say, is where I started with it all, because I didn't really know much about Rendlesham at all, although it's really growing on me, and I have got to get my arse out for that forest. I'd have to go Roswell. I've looked into that a hell of a lot back in the day when we started doing all this, Yeah, I think that's where there was too many witnesses.
To be fair, I've just started to watch the documentary on the Roswell autopsy one. The
fake one.
Right, yeah.
I was going to mention that to you because although it was fake, they claimed to have seen the original footage. Now, did they, didn't they?
Yeah, I don't
know.
Done
like a reconstruction type thing, you're saying, yeah.
There you've got David's gone for, I go for Penrick for me. Sue and I went to visit Kaz Clark. She comes across totally as total honest.
Yeah.
I will agree to disagree on that one, but that's for another show. But I get it. I'm gonna I say Roswell, Rendlesham, all very, very compelling. We've got obviously the Phoenix Lights. That's quite, we seen it over states, wasn't it? That was Roswell Roswell as well. I say I'm not I like this Belgian one. Simon's going on to.
You need to look at that Belgian one.
It's not necessarily the most mainstream. I like non-mainstream cases.
Is anybody in the chat? See, while you're at it, is anybody on the chat heard of the Belgian Wave? That's exactly what it's called, the Belgian Wave.
The Belgian Wave, as in wave.
Yeah.
Okay, the Belgian Wave. Yeah. I'm not a big lover of mainstream stories. The likes of Penrick and Rendlesham, I think there was a lot going on. I think the Rendlesham one is a lot of heads clashing. Like against, what the military want to be said. I think what actually happened. And I think there's a lot of dilution gone on. I think, from what actually went on. Oh, look, I'm
not agree with what you're saying, Russ. I do agree with what you're saying. But when you go there, there's definitely something in that forest that I can't put my finger on yet, and so many other people can't put their finger on. There's so much happened to us in that forest. It's okay. Yeah, you could call it paranormal. You could call it what you want, but there's something that actually affects. It doesn't happen every time you're there. Does not happen every time you're there.
Sorry, I'm lost in what you're talking about now. You're saying forest.
Rendlesham.
Yeah. Say no. Please. I'm not putting Rendlesham down the list. And that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I think is what's gone on over time over there. It's diluted the truth.
Yeah.
I think, and what I'm saying is I do think the big players in the game, Colonel Holt, you've got Peniston, you've got Larry Warren, none of them are credible anymore because they're all fighting against each other. They're all getting their dates mixed up. We know why the dates could get mixed up because it happened over a certain amount of time. But then you've got Colonel Holt saying, no, it only happened on this night. We've got Larry Warren saying it happened on this night. And they've got, I touched it. I did this. I did that. We've got a lot of variables going on over something that would have been quite clear cut. And I don't mean that nastily, because I know there's something gone on with Rendlesham. We've been there. We know there is something there, but I just don't. I think whatever went on there is as clear cut as the next man. But everything that's gone on there has just been diluted because no one now knows what actually went on. And you know,
I think that's a deliberate thing as well, though.
yes, that's exactly where I'm going with you. You know, you've got credible witnesses to say that they loaded a craft onto a back of a military car, van, wagon, whatever you want to call it, trailer. There is credible witnesses to say that they did that. You know, I just think it's so clear cut that went on in that forest that night would be it can't be wavered, but we've been diluted by the powers to be of the, you know, the main players in the game, where they've just done this on purpose to cause everyone to do a thing. And we'll never know the true answer. But do I think something went on there? Yes. The Penrick story, not for me. The one that I quite like is the Averley story.
Yeah.
That's very, very intriguing.
The Tom Malden story I like.
Yeah, Todd Malden is quite intriguing because there's sort of they're just clear cut and it's done.
I can't remember the place up in Scotland as well.
Bonnybridge.
That's it.
Got Bonnybridge. I just like the little ones. For me, the little ones that are hard hitting. I just think the ones that, you know, that people just don't want to be on TV every 5 minutes. I think I've got more evidence from my sightings than all those cases.
Really?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I think I've got more evidence for my sighting than all those cases. Tell us about it, people. Yeah?
Yeah, sorry, we don't know your name because it's dead.
I was trying to pronounce it.
Cheese spread. Quite easy.
I don't want to call you dead either, to be fair. I think that's a bit rude. But
tell us what your sighting is.
Let us know. Everyone watching, hit that like button for these gents. Thank you ever so much. I really appreciate that, Brew. I really appreciate it. And I just think I'm just very much. I just like. Let's have a look at this one. One of the 3 UFOs shot down in 2023 floated 150 foot over me for 30 days before it got shot down, I'm assuming.
Wow.
Where was that? Where was it? This country?
I'm assuming that's America, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be the ones that Mr. Biden, wouldn't it be them ones? Remember they called it a weather balloon?
Yeah,
maybe
Chinese spy balloon. And all
that's it. Yeah, that's maybe that one. I'm not too sure.
Did you get any footage? That's yeah.
He's got more footage than all of them put together. That's what he's saying.
Yeah,
that'd be great. That'd be interesting to see.
That'd be brilliant.
Absolutely. Yeah, guys, put your comments in. Let us know what you're thinking. You know, we're happy to talk about your cases, but this is not a show that we put people down on.
No,
you know, that's
one thing I've learned. You never poo-poo anything because one man's sighting is another man's sighting.
Yeah, I think what was the I literally caught one in the back garden. Was it last year or the year before? And that must have been the year last year. I was just sitting in the back garden watching the night sky, and I was just sitting there putting my mind into it. 7 hours later, the FAA grant all flights in the US for only the second time in history.
I do remember that.
I'm sure that was the
spy. Was that the balloons or was that the drones?
Oh, yes, that could have been the drone ones as well, couldn't it? But was that not this country, the drones?
No, in America that was in America as well, wasn't it? Mainly.
There was one over here as well, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was been a couple over here as well.
Yeah.
Someone had there was someone in the craft that had the silver ball, wasn't it, on the runway as well? Apparently so.
Yeah.
That was causing all the issues. Sorry, I've lost me. What was I saying? I caught one in the back garden, and I was sitting there just asking, and just like putting my thoughts out there for it to come forward, and there it was. It just lit up, come forward, and I managed to get the camera out. I managed to get the camera out, film it, and it moved, and then suddenly just changed its shape. I've probably still got the footage on my phone at some point. It was, for me, it was quite incredible.
It's quite a busy summer though, wasn't it? Because do you remember when I went away and I was sitting out on the deck and I caught that up in the sky, didn't I? I know it wasn't as clear as yours, but the lights just sort of coming on command.
That's it. I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that. I'm just going to see
Obviously, it was a lot clearer sky down.
The thing is, don't you think you can communicate with them that way, calling forms?
100%.
Yeah, it seems to.
Yeah.
It's that intention, isn't it?
Yeah, I do think you have to put it out there. Let's have a look. I got
a good little video.
I posted it on Nextdoor that night. Did anyone see an orange fireball float over last night? I got 6 written responses. I'm assuming that Nextdoor is a platform for in the US. Yeah. 4 days later, I fired a MUFON report for the orange burning fireball. 5 days later, after that, the Air Force reported that an orange and white object crashed into their F-16 and kept going. That was on the 19th of the 3rd, 2023.
Wow. I'd like to see the footage.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Imagine seeing that, though. Imagine seeing that in real life.
Yeah. Being in the UK, I don't know what Nextdoor is, so I'm going to call you cheese spread. I don't want to call you dead, but I'm going to call you cheese spread. We don't know what Nextdoor is. I posted on Nextdoor that night. I don't know if anyone in the UK can get that, but I didn't know. 2 weeks later, the president announced they shot down 3 UFOs. I do remember that.
Yeah, I do remember.
I do remember that.
Pretty sure we covered it.
Yeah, we did. We did cover that. David has put, there's been a few cases of schools having sightings seen by all kids. There's been a case in Yorkshire
and Wales. There was a case.
I was going to say Wales. I might be saying Wales more than.
I think it was Wales. I saw it, didn't I? And then there's the crash one there that was covered by Mark. Well, we spoke about with Mark Ollie, and that was in Wales. Do you remember that one?
Oh yeah, what was that one called?
I don't know, but that was all military were all over it.
That was European Roswell. That was, wasn't it?
Yeah, and he's got a piece of the craft.
Yes, or the bit of metal that come from it, wasn't it? Because they cleared the site, didn't they? Pretty quickly.
Within hours, wasn't it? The site was cleared. Yeah.
It is all interesting. It is all interesting. Can you think of a modern day sighting, Simon? Hold on. There's also the aerial school incident in you.
Yes, I was going to say that, the African one. Yeah, but didn't something come out the craft on that? And they were communicating. I'm sure there was one out in Africa, or I read about that.
So
do you know what? My memory is just shocking at the moment.
I don't know if I've heard about this one. Well, I would have heard about it. I just can't.
Sure. It's jogging your memory, isn't it? You go from story to story to story.
Yeah.
You've got to be careful not to mix the 2 stories up.
No, that is it.
The way my brain works.
I'm just trying to. I'm just trying to see if we can find that. I can see that footage. I'm just going to go down modern ones, modern days. Yes, yeah. Look, yes,
Yeah,
little
beans,
beans.
yeah.
That's it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So next door is a website for neighborhoods where people can buy and sell stuff or talk about local things. I never met the people who responded to my post, but they all saw the same thing.
Wow.
Oh, so it's a website.
Good
Well, that's
idea.
interesting. That is a good idea, actually.
Bit like the neighbourhood WhatsApp groups we get over here now, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah, you just don't want to be a part of them though, because they don't shut up about. I'm fed up with hearing about dog crap on the.
Real story. I've got to look at that.
There is a document. There is a documentary on it.
And that's the area school UFO incident. Yeah.
Yes, I'm aerial. I can go back.
Look, I've got it written down here. So that's all right.
They are.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll see if I can watch it.
Yeah, jog your memory on that one, mate.
Yeah. Because I want to get more into this Belgian wave, because that's fascinating. If they say if that's what they're saying is true, then well, I'll watch it. Thank you, bro.
Yeah. Any more great document? Yes, he's just put yes. So let's go to modern day. Okay, I want to go to modern day sightings. So Simon, I'll go to you first. What have you seen, sort of maybe within the last 18 months? You know, when you visited Rendlesham or things like that.
18 months. Yeah, you see, that's when I definitely saw something on the path. We went there for 3 nights. We didn't stay in the forest, but we went there for 3 nights. The first night, when I get there, I get a feeling where I don't want to be there sometimes, or I do. I can just walk through it like a normal forest. And on that first night, we were getting a lot of lights. There was only 2 of us going across the paths. And when we went back to where those lights were going across the path, it was from the people that know Rendlesham. It was from the airfield side, so they'd have to be coming through a fence to be coming. If it was a bike or anything, they'd have had to be driving through a fence, and you just couldn't do it. And we were standing there, and I looked, and I could literally see a red. It became a red light on the ground, and we both saw what I can only describe as something crawling along the floor. Now, whether you call that cryptoid or whatever you call it, but there was something definitely crawling along that floor. We shone our torches at it, went back, it gone. And so then we walked out of that forest pretty damn quick, because we did. I done a pull. I was out.
Weren't that quick,
that's when we got to this place. And you could see where we'd seen this thing, because you get little markers of what you're looking at, and that's what we were looking at. And there was nothing running; it was a path running.
Yeah.
The other side, nothing, and it wasn't cars. There was no cars. And yet, when we went back there the next night, nothing. And something followed us home that night as well. So when we actually got to the place we were staying, we went out the back. We had a cup of tea, went out the back, and my mate went out for a cigarette. And as we went round the corner of something actually literally made the most deepest growl I've ever heard. So we shifted away back a bit, but being as we were investigators, so we went a bit nearer again, and it did it again. And then all of a sudden, the complex lights just all went out, and that's when we decided, right, out, back in the place, shut the doors, and we weren't going out there anymore. So that's my most recent one. Yeah,
smart move.
Yeah.
Should have gone last, Si. How are we going to top that?
Yeah, well, I say.
And my car played up, and as we come out, my car played up, and my car very rarely was my car played up, and I was seeing lights in my car that I've never seen before, and I've never seen after.
Yeah, wow.
that video. So I was going to sort of put the video on there, but I can't. There's your documentary, Simon. Okay. For everybody. Okay. We've got some other comments. We'll come back to them in a minute. Cheese spread. So the actual thing that stopped you from investigating more, though, was the growl. Was it the noise?
Yes. Yes.
After seeing something crawling on the floor and then getting the noise, yeah. Like a double whammy.
My mind automatically went, this thing's come over us. Because when we got back to the car played up. And I'm thinking, shit, it's attached to the car. It's done something. And then, and the growl wasn't like an animal growl, if that makes sense. It was deep. It was bellowing.
You can. To be fair, you can see it in your. It's almost if you're reliving it at this moment in time. It's like, you can see the puff of the cheeks. So that's very intriguing.
The next night we went back, nothing. So the forest is a weird place.
Oh, it's definitely a weird place, 100%. I say you're quite right. I don't know how quite we're going to follow that one, Paul, because I can only really say we've had not light anomalies, but they like to call them UAPs now, don't they, rather than UFOs? Aerial phenomena, and that's just based on that. That over the past couple of months and probably the last 18 months has been quite a hive of activity, more than
I'd say it's definitely getting more and more frequent, because that's all I was going to say on my next one as well, because I mean, obviously since doing this, you do tend, well, I do anyway, I tend to be looking up in the sky a lot more than I used to of the night. And I think my newest one would have been that one I sent you maybe 5-6 months ago. Now I've said 5-6 months ago, it's probably near enough a year ago, because time seems to be flying at the moment. When I was standing in my back garden, Russ, and at first I thought it would be like one of them lanterns, like Chinese lantern, because it was just a glow. And it was just moving at a solid speed, very slowly. So I've started filming it anyway. So I thought, what the hell is that? But then it changed direction and speed. Like, not like a zigzag, but I don't know if you remember it, Russ, but it definitely changed direction a couple of times and speed.
I do remember it. I'm trying to look through my videos as we speak to see if I could even.
Mine's probably still on here somewhere. But to me, that's all I really get now. But it's definitely ramping up. It doesn't happen that often to me. You guys have seen a hell of a lot more than what I have.
Yeah, but don't you think it's part of you ramping up as well?
Possibly. I mean, you two certainly go out.
Like now, we
you two actively go out looking for it, don't you?
Sometimes I don't. Sometimes you don't, and it comes along just walking down Canterbury.
Yeah, but I must admit, on a few occasions, just stood out in the garden when it's nice and quiet, late at night, no one's about, and I'm putting it out there. Come on, show me something.
Yeah,
exactly. Show me something. Out there. Yeah, do you know what I mean? And I'm trying to call it forward, and I'll get nothing. But yeah,
I think the other one was in Cannock Chase. When I said, if you're so bloody advanced to us, show yourself. And something went across the tree line.
Really?
Very, very fast. We've got it on camera with Russ.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that was during the day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Is that the one you want about during the day? Like that?
Yeah.
Again,
what the hell was some reason, I was standing there getting really pissed off. And that's unlike me. I don't get pissed off anywhere. I just, I'm usually, I might rant, but believe it or not, I'm quite happy-go-lucky. But I don't know, I was just so really cross. And I said, if you're so bloody clever and you can do all this and you can do all that, show yourself on my phone. And then that's what we got later. So,
Yeah, I can't find this video at all. So, there's a lot of things going on. As I say, Paul, I think I do agree with you. Calling it forward, very much so. It's very much there.
I'd like to get a team of us together, actually, a big team in Rendlesham, and call it forward. Like-minded people, really like-minded people.
It is happening. It is happening. There's that the Essex UFO group are planning that sometime in August, that they are going down there to do that. I do believe. Let's do in some of the comments, guys, because we have misled some of the comments. Okay. Also, the Air Force was chasing orbs up to the Arctic Circle. As soon as they got there, they all disappeared. That's when they decided they were going to shoot them down.
Arctic Circle,
Yeah. The US launched one balloon from Montana and shot it down after it crossed the US to make sure everyone saw it, then blame China. That's what we did over here, wasn't it?
And another one,
I got to see it closely. I saw it coming towards me. I grabbed my phone and started to record it over my house. I know exactly what they are made of. I have no idea how it works, but it's a crystal covered plasma. I call it the crystal core plasma motors.
Yeah. And that could go well with working with those dead scientists.
Yes, definitely. 100%. I just went through my head that sort of stuff. David,
that's a bit bizarre, though, isn't it?
What?
Crystal covered in plasma.
I suppose that's how he's describing it. That's how but it's like it's a crystal covered. To be fair, like that's how I would probably try to explain the extraterrestrials that I come across in Wales. That crystal sort of look with something moving within it.
You said that it was like a bright, but it was like a hologrammy type.
Yeah.
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 Yes.
And you do get that a lot in Rendlesham.
Yeah. So yeah, I get it. David's put, I had a sighting last year while camping at Sutton Hoo.
Yeah, not far.
From there, you can see in the direction of Rendlesham.
Yeah,
and it was in that direction. Early evening, sitting outside our old camper van. It appeared as a dull glow at first and flared and faded away. Back to cheese again. I got to have my question asked to Sarah Gam on the Marford show. I asked her if she still thinks they are crystal, and she said yes. Lou, Enzo and Joe Rogan said they look like a diamond, but no one listened.
Yeah.
Colby Learn said they look like diamonds on fire. It's about 200 pounds of quartz crystal arranged in a specific way, covered in plasma.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
It does make sense. It's a powerful crystal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Quartz is.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah.
Quartz is massive when it comes to things like that.
Clear quartz, yeah.
It's very interesting. Other people's sort of,
take on it is,
and I do feel that there is, difference between different Matt Ford.
Just a few weeks ago.
I do feel that there is a different species of extraterrestrials as we go around the globe. I don't think we've all got the same, I do feel there is a slight difference in different countries that we go to. Let's look at, there's a lot of...
But that could come down to the fact that a lot of them are ours as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why it's different in different countries, because it's us experimenting with the kind of stuff that we're experimenting with, you know, reverse engineering craft and making our own version of it. Sorry, Russ, I didn't mean to cut you off there, mate.
No, that's all right. I've just been sent something, and now I can't find it, which is it makes it even more weirder than because I don't quite know where it's come from, and now I can't find it on my phone. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? I just had a notification come up on my phone to say, have a look at this. And now it's not there. So if anyone did send me that,
send it again.
Please try again.
Yeah, please send it again because I don't quite know. Guys, let's crystal can be considered a biological. Yeah, I think so.
But
guys,
I
you just talk amongst yourself for a minute.
I still tend to think that they come, a lot come from water, and I think perhaps sometimes we see it differently. I know we see them in the sky, but I just wonder what's down in that sea.
Yeah, 100%.
Especially somebody I think mentioned that Tic Tac, the Nimitz encounter.
Yeah. Didn't change speed one bit when it entered the water, did it?
See, so do they need something from our planet? Are they taking things from our planet?
I think so.
Are we that naive that we're calling it our planet?
Yeah, well, yeah.
If they've been here thousands of years, as far as records go back and what these ancient scribblings about, they've always been here. What's to say it is ours? We just assume it's ours.
Yeah, you're right. It's exactly what we're doing. Just assume it, yeah.
I'm actually going to share you a. Actually, I've got a couple of it. I can't find the one that someone sent me, so they need to send it again. Okay. If they want me to play it wherever it's come from, I don't know who sent it. But let me just put that on there and that on there for a minute. Let that upload. But just for going back to the beginning of the show, ultra. Hold on, sorry, hold on.
Ultra terrestrial.
Hold on. Sorry. Right. With my sighting, as the things flared, you could make out the UFO looking thing inside it before it faded. I didn't move, and it lasted about 30 seconds.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like that's a long time looking at something like that. Wow.
Making a replica. I'm currently making a mini replica hooked up to a Tesla coil. Let us know how that goes. That'd be very interesting. Yeah. We've got. I didn't see a craft, just an orb. The orb is a motor power supply. Right. So, just going back to the beginning of the show, talking about Mum and Nan's experience. Okay, Mum has texted me, even though she could walk down and tell me.
You tell
Mum,
me
and Nan was walking our dog through the wooded tree areas. To the side, we saw a silver light. We quickly got spooked and got out quick. The dog was the first out. The woods were in a dense area, so no street lights. Now, interesting there is that actually, I've changed everything. What am I doing? Oh, go away. We all back. That's better.
See, and when my friend saw that, and I think it was in the same park, it was coming down a path towards us, and everybody told us it would be a combine harvester. We just
laugh.
Combine harvester.
Yeah, a combine harvester that's coming straight at you and disappears into the sky. Yeah. You know.
Yeah, we've all got one of them coming towards us, a combine harvester. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But that's what you said at the beginning of the show. People would poo-poo that motion, wouldn't they?
They would not get back in those days.
Imagine 200 pounds of quartz crystal in the sky. That would look amazing. It would look beyond amazing with the power that would generate. I just don't. It's really bugging me because whoever sent that video in has either retracted the video but I don't know who sent it. I really don't know who sent the video. Please, if anyone sent a video to the page, please send it again. Please send. No. No. Thought I had it there. That's something. That's a good video, though. But there is. Sorry, go on, Simon.
Yeah, I think also sometimes you dismiss things that you see.
Yeah.
It's the light playing tricks with my eyes.
Especially when you think how quick some of these things move as well. Yeah. You know when you go like, oh, what was that? Did I see something? Did I not? What if you did?
That's the key, though, isn't it? Speed.
Mm. Oh, they're fast. Yeah, they're fast. Everything I think I've seen is fast.
Nothing moves. Well, to be fair, nothing necessarily moves at a slow pace, but some of them, like this video that I was just watching, was very slow moving, but you can see it coming towards you. And that's now really bugging me because where the bloody hell has it gone? I was literally watching it on my phone and I thought, I'll tell you what, I'll put that on the screen in a minute and I will show everybody because it was sheer magic. But now it's gone from my phone, which is even more bloody frustrating. It really is. Because it was right there just a minute ago. It was there. I was watching it. Now, that says to me that must have been quite a decent video. On my last episode, my guest was Army veteran who had seen orbs all the time and shared videos of them. Really good video. What's your handle there? What's your show? Let us know what your show is.
You see that also brings me back to what Grandad was guarding in that forest in Germany.
Oh, I remember you saying about that before, yeah.
And I've actually
refresh my memory there, Si.
Well, my dad wasn't a believer, right? Black, white. But it wasn't very long before he died, actually, and he started to talk and he said, what are you going out ghost hunting or what are you going out to see UFOs for? Blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden he said something really strange. I'll tell you, boy, what would scare the life out of you is what I used to guard in Germany. And I said, what do you mean what you used to guard in Germany? You wouldn't go out there. But apparently, I think it was where one of the leaders, and they were all into witchcraft and all that, maybe even ufology, and they were being guarded all the time, and they had to do it, and they hated it. He said they hated every minute of it, and nobody liked it there. Mm. But then he didn't believe in anything, so I don't know what he was scared of. It shows you. And I will find that I have found out where it is. I can't. Memory's bad.
Yeah.
Well, it was in Germany. It was in Germany.
Yes, definitely.
100% in Germany.
Was.
You know what? I give up because I'm going to keep looking, and that's stupid. Person in turquoise waving. Hello. Right. Everyone, go and check that channel out. Check this channel out. All right.
Little Joe.
Um,
Like-minded people share alike.
yeah. I believe my video recorded the compression. I recorded it for 40 seconds, but when I watched it, it was only 6 seconds. Yeah, it'd be lovely to see some of them videos. Absolutely. I don't know where we can see them. I don't know if you put them on your YouTube channel or not. Dave, I forgot we had a sighting early this year, very small lights in mixed groups going in different direction. It lasted long enough to call my wife out to see them, probably 2 or 3 minutes.
That's quite a long time. When you
that is quite a long time.
That is quite a long time, yeah.
This is the Nazis were in. Yeah, well,
yeah. Right. Well, that's what I think. What he was scared of, and what he was guarding, because they couldn't do it in pairs. Yeah. For some reason, he had to be on his. They had to be single on their own.
Yes.
There was more than one of them guarding it, but they were never together. That's all he told me. I said, "Well, what were you guarding, Dad? What could you possibly be guarding that you're scared of?" And that is probably what it was.
I explained all my documentaries because everyone thinks I'm lying. It's but the people will do because they're not believers. Don't you know your own. You know what is in your own.
That's it. You know your own truth.
That's it. Exactly.
Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Yeah, you follow it. Now I'm going to show you a video. I think Simon and Paul have seen this. Now I don't know where I was. I think I might have been. It wasn't last week. It was a few weeks ago. Well, it's got the date on it. It was the 25th of the 4th. Okay, it was the 25th of the 4th. So what was that?
More than a few weeks ago, Russ.
It was. It was. I don't know where I was. So would it have been cold?
Possibly.
Yeah, so I don't know. Let's see. Share screen.
Before the heat wave.
It
was cold. It was freezing.
No.
Yeah, it was.
Right. So let's see this. So you can all see this, guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm going to play the video, and this was caught on the Ring doorbell. Okay. So your idea target line is here above the light in front of the house. Okay. Now, bearing in mind, this is 10 to 10, 21, 52. Is that 10 to 10?
21:52 is yeah. 10, yeah. So
my Ring doorbell goes. Now, my strange mother is now talking to the neighbours at 10 to 10 at night, but on the Ring doorbell. So it goes on my phone. I look at that, and now just watch above the lamp. Okay, watch above the lamp. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'll go again for everybody. Just watch above the lamp. Just watch above the lamp.
Wow.
Now that was cool on just a plain Ring doorbell. Okay. Mm-hmm. To here now, I do not know what that was. I do not know. I'm dubious about Ring doorbells. We've done enough, where people have sent us footage and you see the orb hovering around the front of it, which could be moth, it could be bugs, anything like that.
That's not a bug because it walks around.
It's too low.
Yeah.
In my eye, I just don't, and you can see the stars in the sky. Above the lamp, you can see a star. So for me, I'm not saying I've sit there and caught a UFO, but we are talking about, once again, I am very close to where Simon caught the UFO. on Canvey Island. I am very, very close to where we caught the
Coalhouse
UFO
Fault,
on Coalhouse Fault. So I'm right on the Thames. When we come on the estuary, it is something that is quite highlighted, and it's just something with the water.
Yeah.
That's it. Do you know what I mean? It is there. It is there, and I do generally believe that it is water. Key is water here.
I think the key's water. Yeah. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
And we talk about Rendlesham. Right on water again. It's right on the river again, isn't it?
Crawford Ness, yeah. You've got all that, yeah.
The only one I don't know is Todd Malden.
Todd Malden's in Yorkshire. I don't know if that's near them. I don't know.
I don't know if that's near water. I really don't. Hold
on.
I've just gone through my whole library, and that video that whoever sent me is not there. Unless it's gone into somewhere else. How bizarre is that? But I can't even find the link or the person who sent it. So it's like if everything has been deleted from it, which is even more bizarre.
The Todd Malton is located near water. The Penard market town is built where three valleys meet, directly on the River Calder and Walston Water.
Says it all day.
Yeah.
Where's your documentary, Cheese? Where is it? Where's your documentary? Where can we find the documentary? Is it on that channel? Is it on that channel that we can go and find it? It'd be very interesting to have a look at.
Yeah.
Tell you that, we do sort of, if people send us things,
we look.
Yeah, send us the link. And people will definitely have a watch of it. Okay. So yeah, let us send it, and everybody go and follow this fellow as well. YouTube. It's on YouTube. Is it on this handle? Can we find it on this handle, Cheese? Yeah. This is the handle we're looking for. Yeah. This is the handle we're looking for. We'll definitely sort of.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, that's sets the days before the 20. All right, so
it's the days
before 2023. Yeah,
no, that's fine. No, that's absolutely fine. We just got to make sure it's on the right handle. We can make sure it's on the right handle. So it's on dead Phillish cheese spread. Am I saying that right?
Dead Feast cheese spread.
So yeah, go and follow everyone, and go and follow this guy as well, Brewfoss.
Yeah,
hopefully I'm saying that right as well. Go and give them a follow, guys. Go and make sure that you're checking them out as well, because as I say, we are a community. We can, we do definitely follow everything. So I'm just going through my phone one last time because I am so adamant that when something really bugs you. How can it be there then not there? Is that something?
You're not looking at deleted files. You might have accidentally deleted it. Your recycle bin.
Yeah, hold on. Good idea.
Well,
No.
Not well done, Paul.
No, not well done, Paul.
Worth a try, wouldn't it?
Is Vic there?
Is Vic there? Who's Vic? I can't help you on that one. Summer Sun. Is Vic there? I'm trying. This is really getting on my. How can a video just appear let me watch it. It's like it's Mission Impossible. It was quite an amazing video. It was quite an amazing video. It really was a superb video. But now I haven't got a clue where that superb video's gone. But why would that? It's like Mission Impossible. You only get, what is it? So,
Hold up.
oh,
Paranormal phone, get the priest in, I like that.
right. It's just uploading. The document is my masterpiece. We'll definitely watch it.
I will definitely watch it. Yeah. 100%.
I couldn't tell you where this is. I couldn't tell you who sent it. There is no recollection of where it's come from. Let me move it up onto this one because I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to have to play it, aren't I? Wherever it is. Where's it? Oh, let me move it there.
Don't lose it.
Share screen. Window. Right, I'm going to share. Right, hopefully we can all see that. Can we all see that, guys? I'm going to play the video, and it is quite intriguing.
Oh, yeah.
And you can actually see it disappearing behind the clouds.
It looks like the one I was telling you about, Russ.
Is it your one, though?
Well, I never sent it tonight. But that's the kind of one I remember.
Well, it's only come up on my phone tonight. You can see it moving.
Yeah.
Look at it making. You can see it moving. There's things in the sky that you can see it moving against. Check if that's your video, Paul. Because if that is your video,
I think it is.
This is the most bizarre thing then that has ever happened.
Has he got a date? When did I send that to you? I'm almost. That just looks so familiar to me.
Because there's a plane going in the distance, a plane going the other way, and that's still going.
I'm pretty sure that is one I sent you. That is the one I just spoke about, Russ. When you said about the recent sightings. That's my ass. That's my bedroom.
Right. That has been sent to me. That has come through my phone and then deleted itself. Hands on there, because I couldn't find that. I could not find that until you said go to your deleted items.
That's my bedroom.
It is. Off conversion.
So how
weird is that? I said I recognise that.
How has that worked?
That, has it got a date on it?
I'm listening.
Has it got a date on it? So I can
how has that worked?
It?
Paul, I couldn't tell you. Yeah, it's got a date on it.
Go on.
Something's either fucking playing silly buggers. Sorry, I shouldn't swear. The 2nd of July, 2025.
No. A year ago.
Fuck off. Are you shitting me?
At 10:37. but that's not in my phone on the 2nd of July. That's on my phone today.
You know why? Because it's UFO Day.
Happy UFO Day, everybody.
Happy UFO Day.
Crystal Fireball. That's not Dead's video, but good video. Your footage is like there. And you didn't send that to me.
No, I didn't send it to you. I've just gone to the date. 1 minute 51 seconds long. Details.
Have you got a code that's sent with it? Because I've got 3 ending in 83EE.
No.
Yeah.
No.
That
0717.
That is the most bizarrest thing that has ever happened on this show. And I could have just quite easily said, Paul, resend that to me if I knew it was your video. But where it come from? It just flashed up on my phone. You have a message. So I've opened the text message, and the video was there.
I'm going to send it to the group. Our group, right.
So very bizarre. So very bizarre. That's beyond freaky. Well, no, it's Paul. If you said that's your house, why would we even?
That's the one I was. That's the one I was explaining.
And that's what I'm saying. Spirit was telling us about that, and they were trying to get us it. Really bizarre.
Yeah, but you was looking for it, Russ, before I started explaining it.
And guess what?
I take it you've just sent that again, Paul.
Yeah.
Yes. And I've just found my video of the one that I caught. Right, hold on. So let's send that to airdrop. And that come in, I caught mine May last year. How bizarre is this? Right, let's show in folder. Let's drop that into there. Let's open that up. So we are going to run over just by a couple of minutes, guys, tonight. Let's put that up there.
So did that come through on your phone, Russ, or the show's phone?
No, the show, not the show's phone, but the other one I use for TikTok. It come up, flashed on the screen, a message. So I just click it because it only connects to that one has got a signal. It's the other one that just connects to Wi-Fi. That one's actually got a signal because that's the company's phone.
Right.
That's the actual EGH phone, and that's where it come up on.
The hell.
Right. Now watch the comparison to the other one. So this is my one, which I caught. And as you can see, I've got the tree. And you probably can't see the tree. You probably can just see the tree coming into the shot. That's it. It should do. And you can see it moving. And then it sort of stops in a minute. And it just does the most beautiful light show that you can see. I've muted it because I do swear. So I thought, I think we zoom right in a minute and just watch it. It could be another one of these crystal. What is it? Crystal
plasma.
Yeah. I should be. Can I fast forward it? See?
Oh wow! Yeah.
Just swaps. Yeah. Just swaps.
Yeah, brilliant.
And
That's
that
got
they
some
are.
colours in that, isn't it?
It's pretty much similar to your one. It's coming the same direction. That's coming from your direction to my direction.
We're on the 2nd of July, was it?
No, my one was May. Mine was May. It was in the
I've
middle
done
of.
that before, though, Russ. Anyway, I've sent you one, and I said, "Look, this is heading your way." Do you remember
Yeah,
that?
yeah, and we couldn't see it, could we? But no, thank you ever so much for everybody that has joined us for World UFO Day. I hope you've enjoyed the chat. Please, guys, go and head over to all the people that have joined us tonight. Make sure you're giving them a follow.
Yeah.
Go
Thanks
and
for joining in, guys.
yeah, and absolutely joining in. We're going to check out
Yeah,
also.
brilliant. Thank you.
Going over to Totally Silent. My video got pressed so it compressed the sound as well. They always compress it, unfortunately. Yeah, there was no sound in any of the videos that we caught as well. I just find it probably the most bizarrest moment I've ever come across since probably the phone ringing at Kelvin and Hatch nuclear bunker. Because that come through
That's crazy.
as it would, it just makes sense, doesn't it? It makes sense that I can't find a location of who sent that through, but it pinged up on my phone. Very bizarre. Maybe it is the entities that are listening.
You're putting it out there.
We was.
Yeah.
We
You're
was.
putting it out there.
Exactly
crazy.
that. But no, thank you ever so much, guys, for watching tonight. Make sure that you head over and follow all our YouTube channels, our TikTok channels, our Facebook channels. Please head over there. Make sure you follow everybody that has been speaking tonight. Make sure you also go over to the Essex UFO and Paranormal group and make sure that you are following them for all their updates for the show, their talks they are doing, because they are brilliant. They put a lot of work, a lot of effort into it, and they bring you some really, really good speakers. And they speak about everything. They really, really do. It isn't just about UFOs. Me and Simon went and saw Bill Rich, didn't we, a few weeks ago, last month, which was not something that we would normally do.
No, it isn't.
But you know, it was a good evening out. Before then, we had, didn't we? We had Dowsing.
Yeah.
Something about Dowsing. We've seen Philip Kinsella there. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Make sure you go over and check that out. But no, thank you for everyone that has watched tonight. Take care, stay safe, and we will see you all